Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 2 of the unnamed amusement park that I might have a name for, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not really sure. And in this episode we are not doing much, except it's a really long episode and I've got a lot to talk about. So I've got 5 hours of footage here. I sped it up 800 times as opposed to my normal 1000%, rather not 800 times 800%, so 8 times faster as opposed to my normal 10 times faster, because I need to get quite a lot talked about. And I don't know, some people that I've talked to have said they would prefer slightly longer videos, so slightly longer video we have got, and this one will probably be chaotic rambling because I'm not cutting any of this voiceover out. That's it, I'm not doing that. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm not even gonna, no, we don't talk about what we're doing in the background. We got plans. So, plans for the park. All I know is that, what was I gonna say? Oh no, I've forgotten what I need to talk about. Yes, there will be a water park and a hotel. The hotel, won't be an actual hotel, because we don't have hotels yet. I'm hoping we get them at some point, but you won't be able to see it in this time lapse, but the very left field, the very far left field, that will be used as the car park and the hotel for the hotel and the car park for the hotel. And at the back of the hotel will be the water park. So anyone with the hotel that stays in the hotel will instantly get access to the water park. And there will be another entrance to the park over there for hotel guests, because that can also act as an exit from the hotel, from the park straight to the hotel. So yeah, that's my plan for that. And I'm also thinking I might extend the car park into the next field along to the left, because it's going to be a big park and I need a bigger car park. I don't know if there are enough spaces. I don't think there are. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a bit of a bigger car park. Which hopefully shouldn't take as long as it did to make the first one, because I've already got all of the bits I need. I just need to basically just copy everything over again. There's a little bit more I need to talk about with the actual terraforming of the land. What I'm going to do is, if you watched the first episode, I can't remember what I did in the first episode if I showed you the map, but there's a motorway at the very bottom of the map, and it sort of goes down into the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that elevation there. I'm going to move the motorway back to the very edge of the map, because there's another, we could probably fit 2 or 3 motorways more backwards going towards the back of the map than there are. So I'm going to move the motorway back, and then make the elevation change shallower so that there's a gentle gradient throughout the whole of the park, because I feel not many parks have completely flat ground unless they are in fields, but I don't know, I don't really want it to be flat because I've got so many ideas of what I actually want to do with the elevation changes, especially with the entrance bit. I want to kind of have it looking over the elevation change. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything I had to tell you that isn't related to this, what I'm building right now. I think. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, what I'm doing now is building the entrance building. I don't know how big the entrance building needs to be. I don't know if this is big enough. I definitely don't think it's too big. If anything, it's too small. So I'm thinking of adding some more little buildings maybe to the left and the right, but I'm thinking this isn't really an entrance, a huge grand thing. I just want it to be there to look nice-ish and to get people scanned through with their tickets and stuff. And in this episode I don't actually build any ticket selling places. The only place you buy tickets is at the entrance, which I'm going to completely change, because I've realised that if I put a guest services where people go into the park, everyone will stop there and no one will be able to get in and out of the park, so there'll just be a huge crowd of people blocking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of anything that I've put that you can buy from in the little gaps that you see where there's like under the roofs, where you walk through. Later on I put guest services in there. I'm going to get rid of them because I don't want it to be overcrowded there. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put little booths, 2 or 3 booths, in the plaza area where you buy the tickets and other stuff like that. I don't know if guests can use them or not, but it doesn't really matter. I'll have other guest services actually in the park, just in case they can't use them when they're outside of the park. I don't know how guests work in this game. I haven't really played many parks. This is my 3rd park series. I didn't even open Port Mythica. Go me, I'm with it. And Wilderwood View is currently open, but I haven't played it since the new guest update, and everyone was just getting stuck in one place. So I'm hoping that this update's fixed that, so that they don't just all get stuck and no one can leave. I'm also going to, with Wilderwood View, test out the research again, because I watched a few videos and I think I might have just been doing something wrong. So I'll give it a go and see if we can get back with the research and stuff, because that would be nice, because I was enjoying it, working towards stuff rather than just having everything, because it helps you to be a bit more creative with what you're doing and think about your decisions rather than just building. But I think with this park, I did just want this to be huge. I've already got ideas of stuff, and I'm watching a lot of other creators and I've been getting inspiration with that, and I think that's definitely helped me to come back to this game and be like, this is actually a really fun game. I enjoy building in it. So yeah, that's why this park series has come about. Currently February when I'm filming this. It will probably be out in May, because I've got exams and I don't want to have to record anything particularly close to or during exams, because I'll be needing to do revision and whatnot, and crying when I've had a horrible exam. But yeah, so that's why this series came about. And I think we are nearly finished with the main shape of the entrance. I think this is it for the main shape of the entrance. So now I think I move on to detailing the entrance. Yep, here we go. This bit here, this bit really confused me. I didn't know how to get around to this bit, because I knew I wanted to put windows here, but I forgot I wanted to put windows there when I placed all of these bricks down. So I have to go back later and make tiny little bricks to bury the windows in, because you don't have windows sitting on walls, they are in walls. So a lot of these bricks get deleted, and then I have to scale them down to 10%, literally the smallest they can go, and then place them everywhere. And I've also learned it is not good. I am never going to use on-grid pieces again, apart from roofs, because roofs are the only bit that don't have on-grid pieces. I would love off-grid roofs, that would be so nice, but sadly we don't have them. So I'll have to make do with making my own roofs if I ever need to. And on the subject of roofs, I don't know what colour to make the roofs. This roof here, it's definitely going to change colour, because the whole building is going to change colour, because this looks way too Mediterranean for a British park. It's too warm, Britain is not warm. It's too vibrant, Britain is not vibrant. It's literally grey outside right now. Ugh. How dare we have colour? Not fun. And then I try and make a sign. It doesn't go well. It's a horrible sign. Especially when I don't even have a name for the park. Oh, actually, well, I sort of have a name for the park. See how chaotic this is getting already? My brain can't keep up with this. I have an idea for the name of the park. So a lot of parks, by a lot I mean one park, Cedar Point, has the name of the most common tree type in its... I hope that's the most common tree type, otherwise I sound like an idiot now. Cedar in its name, Cedar Point. Is it Cedar Point? Yeah, I think so. I'm getting mixed up with Corvus. Corvus, man, why'd you go call it Cedar Cove? Now I'm getting mixed up. And actually, speaking of Cedar Cove, this was a very big inspiration for this style of building. More like weird and funky and modern-y, like pointy, jaggedy, everything's everywhere, different angles, strange, wacky building. But yeah, so back to the name, getting distracted. A lot of the trees we have in the park, they're either maple or sycamore. Sycamore sounds stupid. I'm not calling my park Sycamore, another word. It's definitely going to be maple something. I don't know what it's going to be though. Maple point sounds weird. Maple feels is a bit more normal, but I kind of want to just call it like, I don't know, something with maple in the name, maybe. That's as far as I've got so far. Look at me going with this horrible entrance that doesn't, not horrible entrance, horrible sign that does not stay, and it gets replaced with a clock that I'm not sure if I like yet. It's a very ornamental clock, and it's also a horrible colour. So I'm probably going to change the colour of that when I change the colour of the buildings. And then I was like, walls, they're too plain. So, what did I do? I made some, I think they're trellises, maybe. Trellises, I don't know. They're things that you grow plants on walls with. So I could add some plants and colour to the place, because as much as I said England's dull, we do love our plants and growing plants and stuff. So that's what I did. I put some ivy around and some other random plant that I'd literally never heard of that looked really cool, and I was going to make it red, but I thought pink looked nicer. I might change it to red when we change the colour though, because I think red goes more with like a paley white colour that I think I'm going to stick with for the more British style that I think I talk about when I show you everything in the park. Oh my god, we've only been going for 11 minutes. My voice is already hurting. Wow. I think this time lapse is like 30 minutes. So we're nearly halfway through, guys. You're nearly halfway through listening to me ramble. I might just stop halfway through. Because I probably run out of things to talk about. Why am I stopped? And we're back again. See, even me building is chaotic. I'll just randomly stop and be like, let's do something random, like, I don't know, watch the most weird YouTube video about some roller coasters or something, or watch some top 10 scary roller coasters. Number 10, King the Car. This ride is being knocked down, and they are still letting people ride it. Oh my, why do, see, I told you it's going to be chaotic. I've got no idea what I'm even doing anymore. Yeah, that's what I actually do. I do that a lot when I'm building. I'll just watch either other people build parks or just the most random funny videos that I can laugh at as a coaster enthusiast and be like, that's wrong, you idiot. In a nice way to people on YouTube that are being stupid. But yeah, I'm rambling again. I'm so, I can't even word now. But yes, so then I decided that I needed to put some stuff in, and all of this goes, by the way, all of these two ones on the main building go, and the ones inside will go, and they will be replaced with nothing. I don't know what they'll be replaced with. Haven't decided, probably just some more trellises and plants and stuff, because that's easy to do. There's not really, or maybe a park map, that would be quite nice. I don't know. But yeah, I'm also thinking about on either side of the entrance whether if I put something like big and grand, like a structure or something, I don't know what I could put there, or I'm not really sure. At the moment I just put planters there. Aha! Yeah, I just realised I still had money and everything on, so I literally turned everything off. Staff management off. I don't want to manage staff. They can manage themselves. I don't want to manage guests. They can manage themselves. Pools don't need to be safe. They can save themselves. If people drown, that's their problem. Well, not my fault you got into a pool and you can't swim. God. Because, yeah, I was running out of money and I didn't even realise I had money. So I was just going to eventually just stop being able to build. I think I might stop talking now. My voice is going. I also need to eat some lunch. I've got a sandwich here I haven't eaten, so I might eat that. I'll shut up and you can enjoy some fun Planet Coaster 2 music whilst I frantically build this horrible building. Goodbye. Look at these absurd ticket prices, by the way. In fact, I don't even know if they're absurd. I just spawned back in again. Hello. I took a break from eating because I needed to talk about these ticket prices. So, the ticket prices are on the gate ticket prices. Many parks, like Thorpe Park and Alton Towers, most Merlin parks have cheaper pre-booked tickets. If you buy tickets online, you get them for cheaper. So these are the on-the-gate prices. And the parking as well. The parking you can buy online, but these machines that I stole from the workshop that I will give the creator for in my walkthrough, these are also for people that didn't buy them online, and I didn't put prices on it because I can't be bothered and no one's going to use them, but that's what my thinking was. Priority pass, again, you can book it online, but it'll be the same price online because it's one of them things that, I don't know, just doesn't seem like getting a book ahead would make it cheaper. I feel like if anything, booking it ahead would make it more expensive because you're guaranteed one. I don't know how prices were. I thought £45 was pretty fair. Can't remember how much they are normally for like Merlin parks on the gate. I think they're like normally around £40 online. So if anything, this is a cheap park. That's because it's not got anything in it yet. Then what did I go looking for? A parking sign. And I just made these. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go. This is it. This is the final result. Pay here parking, and you can only see that it's parking you're paying for when you get really close. And then I made more trellises here, and I didn't put anything on them, so I don't know why they're there, apart from to add a bit of funkiness to it. And then I thought, let's add some different shaping stuff to this roof, and I built sticky out windows. Woo! I love sticky out windows. I don't know what the real name for them is. No idea. Sticky out windows is gonna stay now. It's called sticky out windows. And I couldn't find a small enough bit of roof, so I used a different type of tiled roof. And I think it turned out alright. They're a horrible pink colour right now. I don't know why I didn't just... I think eventually I'd figure out what I need to do it, and I select the roof and I pick the colour from the actual roof and copy it onto there. And then I add in some windows. See, sinking in windows, it makes it look better. If that was sitting on the wall, it would look terrible. But it's not, so it doesn't look terrible. Or at least it doesn't look that terrible. And yeah. So these little wooden bits, they were sticking down, and I thought I need to hide that because that looks weird. So I just chucked a load of wood, and then it looks more Viking-y. Which I don't know if is even going to fit with the more British-y architecture style I'm going to change all the colours to. So I might have to change the beams on them to have less rope on them and just be more beamy. But yeah, that's all I end up doing with the main building, I think. And then I decide I might try and make a tower for some reason, but I don't know what was going through my head to think, towers are a good idea. And then I couldn't make a circle, because they had bits that were corner bits, and the centre of them was on the corner, and it was really annoying me, because I couldn't flipping make a circle, man. God, I hate things when, you know, that feeling when you just can't make a flipping circle. Yeah, it really annoys me. Bet it really annoys you too. Ugh, circles. You don't even need circles. Circles suck. Boo. Yeah, and then I give up making a circle because I get really angry at it. Like, it just wouldn't work properly. And then I realised that I don't know why I was building a circle. So yeah, that's fun. And then I think I try building another circle to make the edge of a planter. Oh no, I build a clock first. This takes way too long. It takes me too long to build a flipping clock. I go through like 5 different instances. I try and make it Roman numerals, and then I can't get it to Roman numeral because I realised that making them all out of like tiny little, what are they called, art shapes is not a good idea. And now looking back on it, I could have just made them out of the text sign things, but I didn't do that, and I might change it back because Roman numerals look nicer than numbers. No offense to the people that invented numbers, But Roman numerals are better. Ha. Yeah, this clock takes way too long to build. For some reason, like I try and make it look fancy, and I use like 500 different pieces. I use like tridents and swords, and oh my god, I don't know what went. And then I use a fountain as the base of it. I use a fountain for the base of a clock. I was so happy with it. I thought that was genius. Look at this. Wow, isn't that cool? I made a funky shape, and I didn't even mean to. And then I try and figure out what I can use for my hands, and then I try and make them turn. And I say later, but when they turn, one of them turns at half the speed of the other, so half an hour is 1 hour in this game, so I give up making them turn, and then go back to trying to use tridents for hands, and that doesn't work. And then I can't remember what, I think I just eventually just give up and use swords, maybe. Yes, it is 11:05. All the time, every single day it is 11:05. Yeah, and then I think this is where I realise that I can use a fountain. And then I use a fountain. And I'm going to shut up again, because I still haven't finished eating my lunch. Have fun watching me build and enjoy the music again. back. Hello. And then yeah, this happened. I placed a load of planters down, as you're seeing, and I'm doing it right now in a car park. Why are you doing it in a car park? I hear you cry. I don't, but first of all, stop shouting. It's unnecessary. And second of all, because I don't want people to go the wrong way. And I feel like if I can tell them nicely through the median of plants, then they might hate me less when they can't park where they want to. Get over it. Look at this tree. Isn't it cool? Is what I'll say. Or at least what the plants will say in the planter. I'm a genius. But yeah, basically we had some barricades, like barriers and stuff that were hecka uggers. So I got rid of them and replaced them with nice pretty flowers and stuff. To stop people from driving into each other. Yay. Oh, that's horrible. And then I do the same thing over the other side, except differently, because I want people to be able to walk onto the path. So I, first of all, barricade the footpath off from the road, and then stop. I don't know why I put a planter in the middle. Oh yeah, so people don't accidentally drive out into the pathway. So yeah, I was happy with how this one turned out. I was actually very happy with the whole planter thing. I think it looks a lot nicer than it did before. So yeah, je suis très content. See that? I'm so hecka French right now. Could make a French park. This could be French, except it's not. Because French people drive on the right. And I made it all on the left, and I don't want to change it. So get over it, dude. Yeah, that's basically, I think that's everything that happens today, apart from when I put in a load of plants and stuff after this. So I am going to leave you alone now. And I will let you enjoy me not talking for a bit, for about, maybe like 2 minutes, until I come on and I show you everything in peep view. If you're wondering what peep view is, because I actually never explained it. Peep, I call peep the little people that walk into your park. They are the peeps, and peep view, like first person view on the ground. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, and I will see you then in the next episode, after I've done the peep view stuff. Goodbye! I'm starting in the air this time, because big change to the car park. So, as I said in the last episode, I wanted a more permanent change to the barriers that we had. So I made these planters. I'm very happy with how they turned out. So yeah, there's literally only one way you go. You can go in this way. I need to remove this actually. So you come in through here. You can only go left. Unless you want to go off-roading and go that way, then you can. But don't, because it's not good for you. Go left here. And then you go up here. You can park here or here. Preferably not driving across here. I might put in some like barriers here to stop people going. But yeah, I don't know. So basically, you could head up here and then got these bits. So obviously you can't drive this way. I need to put some stuff in here actually. But I also made it so that now people can walk through here without getting hit. I'm going to change the path texture to be brick, so it looks nicer. But yeah, and obviously put some flowers and stuff in here. That's all that's really changed in the car park, but the biggest change is over hither. I'm going to go into peep view now. And yeah, let's do this. Welcome to the entrance to our unnamed amusement park. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It's sort of abstract, it's sort of more Mediterranean, which isn't the style I was going for, but it works. It's kind of British, kind of. I might tone down the brick colour a bit to make it more white. So it's more like grand architecture rather than Mediterranean style, because it's quite warm. So I might change that. We've got our little centerpiece here. I'm thinking of putting some fountains around it, maybe some water in this little gap here. This took a while to make. I had to do circles. It's multi-layered. I don't know, it looked cool. And this here, we're going to have a curved sign for the name of our park. I don't know what it's going to be called. I'm recording this like 2 days after I recorded the first episode, and that is in February, and this probably isn't out until the summer. So this might not have a name for a very long time, unless I can think of one, which I can't. But yeah, so what we've got here is got a beautiful clock. This took me way too long to make. It doesn't even move. I was gonna try and make it move, but they moved at weird speeds, so an hour was 30 minutes, which I'm sure you can figure out is not correct. Now, what we've got here, ignore the clipping, I might fix that maybe. Got some toilets here, we've got parking, paying here. I found these on the workshop. I've got my torch on. I found these on the workshop. I'll put the screen grab of the username up now. There you go, that's it. Got the toilets, there's nothing in the toilets. I was gonna make my own toilets. Don't go in here, don't look in there, nothing's in there. But I thought I wouldn't, because I don't want to commit myself to doing that the whole time. Obviously, if I have time at the end, I will go and make my own toilets. I need to move that, that's dirt. And then we've got these. I was very happy with these. These took me way too long to make. Just like ivy and whatever these were, crawling up the walls. Very happy with that. We've got some nice lights here. Got our ticket prices. These might be way too expensive. I don't know. I just went off of the fact that most Alton Towers tickets are around £50 on the day. Child is £25, senior £25, a group is £25 per person. I might raise that to £30. Priority pass, so skipping queues and stuff, is £20, and the pool pass, yes, there will be a water park. I think then prices are going to stay. Priority pass might go down to 15, maybe stay the same, I don't really know. Got some ticket booths. These need interior-ing, because yeah, I don't think anyone wants to look at the inside of this. It's very dark and very boring. It's the same all the way through, I think. Yeah. Oh, got stuff coming through the walls as well. It's very not interior. I'm not gonna do an interior for most of the buildings unless they need an interior. So these will need a little bit of an interior, but not much. That's basically what's happened, but it's taken me so goddamn long. Because, let me show you. This roof here, I knew I wanted it to be like 3 different orientations. But this bit here, I think, what are these scaled down to? So each of these bricks is scaled down to 10%. So I had to place so many bricks to get this to work, because I didn't want the windows to just be sticking out. Because in real life you don't have windows just sitting on them. And that's what I did here. I buried these in a little bit as well. Just because it's more realistic, and I want a little bit of realism in this park. Obviously, it's not going to be completely realistic, because I imagine most of this isn't so far. Is there dirt sticking out here? No, I did a good job on this side. But yeah, so plans for the next episode, because this is pretty much all there is to show you. It's really not much to show for the, I think, 4 or 5 hours I spent on this. I'm not proud of it. But it's this bit, these bits here, and the entrance, especially this bit up here, and figuring out how I was going to overlap these bits and what I was going to do with it took me so long, so long. Whoa, okay. So what we're going to have over here, I'm going to put like a coach park, because we've got bus stops, but school trips and stuff, you know, they might want to come here. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want it here, so then there's just easy access straight to the park, or if I want it over here. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm thinking I'm going to have it going off this way. Car park like here, not going to be huge. And then it will re-enter the turntable here. And then I'll probably just fill this area with, there might be a coaster here going, because I don't know. I also might get rid of this motorway, because we've got a bit of room, but I feel like we could definitely get rid of this motorway, or even just move it back a bit, because I kind of want to use all of the space I can on the map. I want to keep some of the natural features, like the ponds and stuff, but I don't know about the motorway. I might just move it over here, so we have more room here to build. But yeah, I'm not sure. I also don't know where I'm going to put a backstage area. That might have to be here, in this little corner here. But yeah, so for the next bit, what I'm going to do is, this won't be on camera, I won't do this in its own episode, but I'm going to mark out where I want things. I feel like that's probably my next course of action, because I can't just build with no structure. That's why I normally build paths first and then work around the paths, or set myself a certain area to build something in and build it in there. So yeah, that's it for this episode. There's really not much to show, but it took so goddamn long. And it still needs touching up. It's still not perfect. I still want to do more stuff with this bit and this bit. I want to put posters and more windows in, and I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be very busy. But yeah, don't have a name for the park yet. That's pretty much all I need to show you, and all I need to say. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.